I can introduce it here in a second. Okay, so this, so I started to deploy the wallet code onto AWS, and I've got pieces of it working and pieces are broke in the process. So what I thought we could do today is just do a, to see if you can hit the server correctly, see if you run into any problems. It'd be interesting to try it on other browsers. I know it works well on Chrome, but feel free to use whatever browser you have. And then to create a private key, and in one case, there's an HD phrase that you could back up. And so it'd be interesting to go through this experiment. This would probably take 15, 20 minutes if you want to go through this live. Or
can we just use keys where you already use for RChain?
Well, I would suggest you don't.
I mean, the test keys.
Oh, test keys, absolutely. Yes, you could import a private key. Yeah. All right. So the I'll put it in the chat. The website is dign.io, and you may have to go. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. It's wallet.dign.io. And I'll share my screen while we're talking. Let me see, do sort of restart something. Share. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So yeah, are you both able to hit the site?
Here, let me go back. I'm on a slow computer, so it's still kind of thinking here.
Yeah, the downloads a lot of JavaScript.
I'll be with you in a minute here. You gotta do something.
Yeah, maybe just to avoid some frustration, if you happen to have Chrome browser, it'd be easier. It'd be less buggy than another browser might be.
Okay. Yes, I'm using Chrome.
All right. Able to hit the site?
It's still this page isn't working.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Try putting HTTPS in front of it, maybe. Oh, you're getting not working, huh?
Yeah.
Well, this may be a short experiment. Yeah, try HTTPS in front of it. It's coming up for me every time, but.
There we go.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Yep, got it.
So I got to put the right redirect. So all right, so just go through the getting started pages. Skip the language and region. Don't do anything right now. No terms of use yet. And then create a password for yourself. This is just to lock and encrypt the data locally. And then when you come to the initial configuration page that I'm showing, you can choose any of these paths. The key store file is probably temperamental. Some of the formats work, some don't. But the other ones above should be solid. So do one of you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I'll share mine.
I'm curious what you'd be going through. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so
So this
Okay.
is typical in other wallets. You could take a screenshot of this, which is of course bad practice, but
Yeah. Okay. So
purposes of this.
so take. Okay. So I'll do that. Let's see here, and just okay. Here, screenshot on the Apple is. Bear with me here.
Now, why can't you be nice and allow copy and paste?
Well, would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
I think to some extent it's okay to err on the side of usability. People hate this process of writing down the keys.
Yes, but people lose their stuff too. So okay, well that's good feedback.
I think explicit instructions to write down is it would be good, but to force them to write it down is something else.
Well, yeah. So maybe at least in the testing phase.
I mean, those of us that can easily, most of us can easily do a screenshot, but it's amazing people can't.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. Well, Steve, you could just scribble the words into a text. There's actually a cheat button on the next page anyway, but.
Okay. Well, yeah, I must have accidentally closed the page in all this in that effort. So bear with me here. Let me pull it up again.
Yeah, HTTPS
Okay.
wallet.dign diggin.io. There it is. All right.
Okay.
Now I'm curious with where it takes you the second time through. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember what you did before. But now what does it do? I think there's
it says unlock.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Yeah. So.
All right. Oh, so see it remembered your phrase.
Remember my password. Yeah.
Or, I don't know if this is a new one or a different one here.
Okay. So please check on checkbox. Okay. So this is where I should have. So if I write down, I need to write down a phrase.
I can do it while you're. I've got it written down so I can read off the words. The next phrase here.
Okay. So here, right. So I need to. Okay. So all 12 of those are my phrases, and I need to have all of those. Okay.
Yeah. Together, that's called a mnemonic phrase.
Gotcha. Okay. So you've got that copied for me?
I do.
Okay. So I'll move on to the next screen.
That's Opera. Okay. All right. So physical is the first. So you click on the button below.
Oh, I see. Okay. Physical.
Claim. System.
That's about as far as I got, and then I hit cheat.
Cheat is for my testing purposes. I'm sorry. Let's see. System.
Somehow it double clicked. Here,
okay.
Can I?
Okay, click on Whisper. It's to remove that.
Okay.
Just click on it.
There we go. Okay.
After system goes health, comfort, opera, raccoon, pepper, short, labor, mother, whisper.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Did it pick up Whisper by itself, or did you?
Yes, it automatically put in Whisper.
Oh, that was interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So now this is where it gets broken because of the other servers related to this are not working. So it's talking against an Ethereum API right now, or attempting to. And then the R node on the very top of it, I don't have that configured at the moment. So I'm going to get this working again.
Okay.
Jim, you want to try to import a private key that is a test key?
I'm sure. Now
Do you want to share your screen?
okay.
Thanks, Steve.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm a little bit lost here.
Oh, okay.
I guess I can hit back arrow, right? Maybe.
Okay, so you did something. You could on that those triple hamburger bars, the menu, you could go into keys and manage. Yeah. Oh, you're on the manage screen. Okay. And so did you import? Okay. So on the bottom, click new and advanced, and then you can enter your own private key right there.
I can type here?
Yeah.
So
That's a test. That's a test thing for me.
okay. Um, and I'll just take the last one. Okay, this is a key that is useful on our node. So I'll see if I can get them to work together. on rhobot.
Yeah, I don't think this will work. Well, yeah, I guess the private key will be the same. Yep. I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
Oops.
The
Next.
So if you click on that bottom row, it'll not the card essentially. You'll be able to see the the address that Ethereum would generate and the public key Ethereum would generate. So that public key would be different than our node's public key because it's using a different elliptic curve for this purpose. And then your private key should be visible there. Same one you entered with your X in front of it, I guess. All right. So, hey, well, I appreciate seeing what you guys are doing. Gives me either reminders of things I know I need to do, or just things people are going to run into early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, happy to help.
All right, cool. So more next week.
All right. You up for testing the voting on rhobot, guys?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I got another 15 minutes if we can get it done then. Yeah.
It'll either work or it won't work. No, I mean we could might be able to fix a bug if we find one. Uh, I just mentioned that yesterday's Casper study was really good, going over the design of GraphNet,
Okay.
and then they did compiling road calculus. Are you going to share your screen, Steve?
Oh, okay.
And you want to go to the testing bots channel?
Okay.
And you want to do make my locker : Why don't you do a couple of control pluses so we can read it?
Oh, yeah. Here, let's see here.
Do you have a control key?
Yeah, I'm on a Mac.
That's Command C. Command plus should work.
Here, let's see.
No.
Is that any better?
Nope. Same size.
Yeah.
Command plus doesn't do anything?
No, it's not. It's not making it bigger. I'm hitting Command plus.
So how do you do that on Mac, Ed?
Oh, I'm a Windows user, so yeah, I'm used to Control Plus doing what you're asking for. Whatever you do to zoom in
Oh,
your browser.
it's yeah, a little Windows key plus. So how about, is that a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make my locker.
Okay. All one word, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colon.
And colon.
Commands are end of the colon. Okay. And then enter. Yeah.
Complete with an ID and an unforgeable name.
Okay. So you have a locker.
Should I do the same?
You do the same, Ed, yeah.
Oh, found a locker. Did I do this before? Or is that the contract?
Yeah, this is temporary debugging because we kept losing the registry.
Okay.
So we want to make sure we find the contract.
Okay.
A lot of debugging output here.
I know how that goes.
If I can find the channel, where am I?
Okay, so it put Steve in one registry address and me in another registry address. Cool.
If you want to, you can do an echo colon make my locker $ make my locker space colon space.
Oh, it didn't need a space for me, it looks like. Or was that? It handled it without a space.
Somebody already did it, right?
Yeah.
We don't need to see it twice.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so that's what it executed. The only thing there is you can see my pub key and my private key and my username are not filled in at this point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Allowed you
It
to.
worked.
And, Steve Henley. Is that spelled right? Steve Henley. Okay, I created a ballot before. Hopefully it still works. I just, oops, I forgot to call in. I forgot how to use my own tool here. Okay, you can it can be executed as evaluated as a macro with dollar allowed to vote, and then the arguments in parentheses, or the name of the macro colon, and then the arguments don't need parentheses. Okay, so now you should be able to do a vote colon.
Okay.
Space, and then quote colors, quote.
Like that?
Yep, comma,
Okay.
space, quote, red, quote. Enter. I don't know why it stopped.
Probably had to do a deploy block or propose block.
I actually didn't do that. But,
No?
Now colors, see. Okay, so that so now as the person who created it, the admin, I can do a vote results. Colors.
Okay.
And I get the results.
Neat.
I didn't. One of the problems with this is that if there's more than one ad, it can't distinguish them. Because it uses the username mainly for convenience. So it seems to be working fine.
Great.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, Gary wasn't allowed to vote. I don't know why. Guess we'll when Gary wakes up, we'll figure that out.
Well, I'm going to vote. Now that I know red needs some help, I'm going to vote red too.
Yeah.
Nobody voted green. Don't you feel sorry for green?
Oh, I didn't know green was an option. Okay. Okay. Well, I think red needs help. All right.
You got to call it in the wrong place there, and you
I'm sorry.
You probably need a space. You need white space after vote.
Vote and
if I allow no white space there,
and then I need a comma.
Then I get things like HTTP execute. You know.
Yeah.
HTTP colon.
So you need to put a
the vote
there you go.
Space.
Just like that. Vote colon space.
Yeah, I just did that.
Oh, what?
I repeated it. I think. Let's see.
Oh,
I think there's a space between the colon and the quote.
I think, yeah, maybe he has a space.
No, I think he needs a space after the colon.
There may be a space there, but I don't know why it wouldn't execute. And check for errors. Try again, Ed.
Okay. Oh, that's weird that it modified what I wrote. Okay. I guess
Now it's looking good.
I did an up arrow. Okay. Wonder if,
Oh, well,
okay.
no, if we modify it, it won't execute. Yeah,
I didn't even know I modified it, but okay. I'll do green this time just for fun. All right. See if that picks up.
There
All
we
right.
go.
There we go. Oh, no, you have the same problem that
What problem's that?
you have the same problem. Well, somehow you didn't get allowed to vote in your mailbox. Do a Pete colon space. Oh, Pete colon space at standard out, STD out.
Like that?
Oh, no, I meant star.
All right.
Both colors. I don't know how that would happen. Steve, do a. Oh, that's correct. What am I saying? You have a vote for colors in your mail inbox. So why? Oh, vote color. Vote colors, plural.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Gary made the same mistake.
So robot needs a syntax checker or something, huh?
Well, there could be a vote called color.
Yeah, but you could say, yeah. All right.
You know, I could check it if I made a directory of it.
Okay. It says not found. Didn't like green or something, huh?
It still says vote color, not colors.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you. All right, here, we're going to get this. How's that?
That looks good.
Okay, valid. I'm finally valid.
All right.
So now you can check the results again?
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Great. All right. Hey, I gotta run, guys. Good talking with you both.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Have a great.
thanks for helping
Yeah, likewise.
your stuff. It looks cool. Thank you.
All right, it's getting there. Take care.
Yep. See you, Ed. Have a good day. All right. Well, that's pretty neat, Jim.
Yeah. Next thing to work on here is the directory. I don't know how long you want to hang out. We'll just show you where we are here.
Okay.
So we have the directory class, and I should be able to do a new directory. And we'll call it Colab. Hey, greetings. Okay, so we made a new directory, Colab, and let's see if we had it, but we had Eric dropped in. Can you speak? Meet Steve.
Yeah, I could speak, but there's a lot of noise in this room, so I'll stay muted for now.
Hi, Eric. Nice to meet you. I'm Steve.
So how did you find your way to my room, Eric?
Yeah, somehow I got a Google Calendar invite, or I found it on a community calendar, so I found you.
Great. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm interested in this stuff.
Okay, well, we can probably finish this off pretty quickly. I mean, we've been on for an hour. We had a presentation of Ed Eyeball's wallet for RChain, and then we did some testing of the voting procedure here. And are you in the Colab, Eric?
I'm in many of these. Colab, I'm not sure. You could add me.
Oops, what am I doing? Right, people. I will put in the chat an invite. I think it would be good for you to be in here for a number of reasons, because this is a space where we have people that aren't Dig Life members or aren't RChain members. Maybe they're HoloChain members, whatever. Trying to figure out how to cooperate better. Cooperation laboratory. So in the chat is an invite. So feel free to join. Okay, now we find the macros that have dir in them. We have the add user. We have two add users. Boy,
Okay.
that could be confusing.
Is that correct to have? There needs to be two ad users, or is that a redundancy? No, they're different.
Well, the problem, we don't know which one's the real one. Probably this first one is not in use anymore.
Okay.
Because this one would override it.
Right.
So every once in a while, and I automate this, and the reason I guess they both show up is because they have different dummy arguments.
Okay.
Name. They have the same number of arguments, so they're really the same thing.
Right.
And if I do an echo, I'll probably only get this one. Only get the last one.
Okay.
First one would not be used.
Okay.
But I can have the script undo .sh in the rhobot directory, and it loops through and removes duplicates, so they're all gone.
Okay.
So now I wouldn't get them anymore. Okay, so adding a user to a directory. I believe the goal there is to put somebody's mailbox in the directory. So I can add user Steve excuse me.
Yeah, Henley.
Yeah.
There we go. We need a
To
H. You get a R in there somehow.
oh. Well, I can't get to the bottom of this. There we go. All right, so okay, so we made a new directory, and we. So I'm going to add you to the Colab directory.
Okay.
I think. If I can type.
So this Colab directory will be a directory of all eligible, all approved voters.
Right. Yes, that's the idea. You know, we can send any capability of permission.
Oh, okay. Whatever we want it to be, we can put it in the directory.
Right.
Okay.
And I got an illegal character.
Illegal character.
Yeah, something's funny here, that's for sure. So I want to echo.
Do you need parentheses?
I don't need any parentheses. Well, see, I'm calling it as a command. Okay, here I'm calling it as a macro function. And then we can put Steve Henley. Did I copy it? No. Control C, Control V. Okay.
We have Addy user with an I. Is that correct?
No. Okay, add user. Okay, that's right. That's better.
All right.
Okay, so the question here is what was not, okay, what the error we got was we got an illegal character, $, and it's at character 666 of the program. And finding character 666 is a bit of a trick, but
Yeah.
we try to find out what could be wrong, what it couldn't find. And the username doesn't expand. And this won't expand because it's in quotes. That is also not defined. But at runtime, it should define. I'm going to cheat here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to I'm going to look at the last eval. And I see it's looking for inbox of Colab. Why is that? Colab doesn't have an inbox. So add user takes the directory first and then the username. I called it with the username and then the Colab. So I put the arguments in the wrong order. So if I take this off, and put this in, maybe it'll work. Okay, there's debugging in here. Printing out my my locker info. It looks like you can see I have the directory Colab here,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a read permission, and I have a
Right.
write permission. So I should be able to write stuff, but it doesn't look like it wrote anything. Okay, thank you for helping for checking that out.
Yeah.
I will continue debugging that later.
Okay. So yeah, this will be a neat tool. I guess the goal is to have voting available in October for RChain. Is that what Greg was saying?
Yeah, I mean this. Right now, we're using toy keys based on your Discord identity. So this
Okay.
isn't the way it will be done.
Okay.
But this test, yeah, we're testing the voting contracts.
Right. Right. Yeah. So little by little, it keeps getting refined. So what happens? What is it in August or October that we're voting for? I wasn't sure what the motivation was.
Well,
Is it for directors again? Is that what all the voting is for?
At some point, we will need to vote for the directors. The other
Okay.
item of business,
Items of business. That's probably what it was. Okay.
really haven't been determined yet.
Okay.
As part of the governance work, we're trying to determine what are important issues that the board should
Right.
consider.
Okay.
And we'll be getting sentiment from members in order to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what a tremendous first application, RChain voting on the blockchain. I mean, that's a natural. That's something we can use internally. So that, and with getting the wallet set up, I mean, those are two natural applications to get going. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to point out these current voting contracts are not completely anonymous.
Okay.
So I guess that could be an issue. I mean, one way to make it anonymous is to run this on a private RChain network. The other way is to use zero
knowledge proofs.
Which if we have available, we can use them. I guess we could use them off chain.
Okay.
So what part is not anonymous? Is it the IP address or is it the user's identity that's on the blockchain that's not anonymous?
Well, when we look at the log here, okay, you do not have permission to write to Colab. Where did I get that from? I didn't notice that. I see well, we see these IDs in the log. These row IDs. Okay. And when the person okay, well, I guess this row ID here is we could find out, for example, if we do a search in Discord here.
So is the writing of that automatic? Like, is there a way to intercept it and like use a hash function to change it?
Yeah. I have to go back. I mean, yeah, I don't know exactly how it works. But yeah, somehow it can be encrypted. But
yeah,
this row ID is well known. I mean, this is the inbox of Steve Henley, and we all want to be able to send stuff to Steve Henley. Okay, but when somebody votes, okay, we can look at the log, and we can see well, somewhere here we can see where what he voted for. Okay, because we, ultimately we executed the vote.
And maybe you could raise an issue and see if people know how to do that to anonymize it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the poor man's solution is a private network. Nobody can see the log. Okay, but that's not really anonymous, truly anonymous. Then, but there's another technique that they're using for the wallet, which I haven't been following closely enough. Using encryption. But here we're so we're not there. But zero knowledge proofs is the way that it's done on Ethereum.
Okay.
And we can mimic their mechanism.
Right.
And that that can be used. I think mostly off chain, but yeah.
Okay.
If we simply encrypted the vote, that would be sufficient. But then, tallying the votes or anonymizing them becomes the issue. And there's a couple techniques for that, but not thinking of it clearly. Okay, so.
Okay, did you want to look at that GitHub problem with working with? Yeah, okay.
Let's.
If you need a break.
Let's get to that, and let me.
Okay.
Get that hat on here.
Okay.
Where we are. Okay, so we have a repository on GitHub for Digital Life Collective. And I don't know if you want to learn a little GitHub yourself, Steve, or if you want to get to other things, you don't have to.
No, I'll sit in for a little while. Yeah. If I need to take a break, I'll just sign off. But I'll sit in.
Okay.
I'm thinking we could probably do some testing together. Like if you give me an account on that service that interacts with GitHub and I do a change and you try pulling it. But go ahead, just show me what's going on first.
Yeah, lay of the land here. And we'll try to add you as we go along here. So where is Digital Life portal? Doesn't show it. There it is. Okay, this is the Digital Life collective repository. Okay, so this is not where we have it. Nobody's really managed this. So where do we?
Okay, so I saw there are 4 repositories. If you just
we can look at them. What I wanted to do was add you to this first. As we go along, we can invite people. And your GitHub address is what? Eric?
Yeah, I just pasted it in the chat, my Gmail address. erangel@gmail.com.
I don't know why the chat, when I'm sharing the screen. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'll add you as an owner. Add you to the social ledger team. Okay, and then we have the repositories that we have there, which are all not. There's the map project, Basecamp, which I think is all updated 4 days ago. I wonder why this was updated 4 days ago. How could that be? I made this a long time ago. I haven't touched it.
That one I don't know.
Well, who's aviation hacker? Security
That's
vulnerability.
Adi. Adi's done a lot of work on the social ledger. I don't know what he.
Okay, so one theory I have is that you may be committing like generated code or object modules which shouldn't be in the source. Is that a possibility of why you're getting so many conflicts?
I don't know why that. Well, we're still looking at the lay of the land here. Okay, so okay, this is the old social ledger, the PHP mattermost/dig command. Okay, this one is now out of date because Joachim has added a lot of programs to this, and he has they weren't checked out from here, and so there's a merge task ahead of us to merge this with what Joachim currently has, as we're running this under Cloud Run, or the new version. All the new stuff dealing with the portal is missing from what's in GitHub right now. Okay, what we do have is we have the authority here in terms of the current version of the source under Joachim's account, which is screening us. And we have a master branch, and then we have an Ubuntu branch, which I created and did a pull request, I think, with, and have had a devil of a time using. Okay, then, oh, I could have, I've got it here.
So he's been pushing code 11 hours ago, and eventually you want to merge that into what we just saw. Okay. So,
no.
oh no.
That's the old. I mean, that's the webhooks. Not the, It's not the portal app. The portal app is like portal. Okay. The webhooks is all PHP code, whereas the portal is JavaScript. Vue, Webpack implementation here. Okay, so this is the current version here. Okay, we also have the Ubuntu version here, But the master is what we want to merge. We force to push the master of code that works. Now we want to merge Joachim's latest updates into this, which will probably break some stuff and make some conflicts that need to be resolved.
Okay. Well, can you assume that his versions are the latest code, or you can't? 'Cause he might have missed some.
This is the latest code, but it won't run on Ubuntu.
Right.
It'll only run in Code Sandbox.
Yeah. Do you have a test account maybe where you can like build it and test it with his changes?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we can do that on rhobot.net. Now, how do I add you to this? Settings under collaborators. No. I just added you to the other thing. How do I add you to this?
That box at the bottom that says search by username. So
yeah.
Yeah, let's put my email in there.
I don't know why I have. Now, how come it says you don't? Now it says you don't have a.
That's where maybe take out the @gmail.com. Just put erangel and see if that works. That's probably what it is.
Now it worked. It worked before.
Yeah, it found me. Now it found me. All right, you add me.
Okay. Do you want the link? The link. Okay, so we want to merge the stuff under Jim Scarver with the stuff under Joachim, and then we want to push that back to the DigLife main repository, which doesn't have the portal currently. Okay, and we're working so that is
so what I'm thinking you could do, if you clone the whole thing down to your PC, and then you create a branch, and then you put all of Joachim's work into the branch, you should be able to compare that branch to master on your local machine and resolve conflicts there. And then you would commit the merge and then push it. So if you commit it and then it goes back into master, you'd have to merge your new branch back into master, and then you could push it back. That's how I think it could be done. So
okay, well, why don't we create an account for you here on rhobot, and maybe you can. Well, I can drive for now, but.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to work for now, let's. Yeah, go ahead, do what you're doing.
Yeah, and in order to, we have a droplet that we're using for testing and staging on DigitalOcean called rhobot.net.
Yeah, I mean, I could even do this on my Mac. Like from GitHub, I can pull down the latest, and then I could pull Joachim's changes and see what I could find on the compare. But yeah, I want you to get familiar with it.
You have a public IP address?
So what would that be? I could go to what is my IP.
I mean,
what do you
give
really
me access to the server on your machine.
Oh, okay. So you
I mean,
need me
that's why
to.
we use the robot.net so that everybody can test the code.
Right. So like if I'm just on an internet connection that varies, it's a Macintosh. I don't know if I have a public IP address you could whitelist. I mean, you could add a user account for me for now. I could try SSHing into it. Yes.
Eric, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have done an add user, huh? Let's see. How do I put you in the group?
Better-
Here, I got it wrong. I'm just making it 3R1C. 3R1C. Starters.
All right. So what? Yeah. What is the full domain name of that server?
Robot.net.
Okay.
RHOBOT.
RHOBOT. All right. Let me see what happens. Okay. And,
Actually, I guess what
SSH Eric.
I guess we could have let you use your own machine, but it's
I just successfully got into it, so I'm on my Mac terminal. So I'm logged into your machine now. Okay.
Okay. You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
So we didn't want to, I guess, merge Serini and my masters.
Okay. So where can I? Okay, let's see under home. Could I just make my home directory here?
What did happen? I guess I used the wrong command to make your user, huh?
Huh. Yeah. Could I make? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you can make your directory. I'll make it.
Okay.
What? There we go. I have to use the right terminal. We got too many terminals open.
Okay.
And I guess you need to write. You need to be able to write it. Change mode.
Yeah.
Plus read write text. No, plus group.
Do I need to be in a group that like?
Yeah, probably. I'm just giving you permission. We gotta figure out how to add you to the group. Change your group. Hmm. I don't know why I'm have sleep here. I can't remember the arguments here. Change mod. I've only been using Unix. Oops. Oh. Okay, you should own it now, and it should be fine. Finally.
Okay, so this is where we want to merge the code in. Like this is the newest portal.
That's the code that works both on Sandbox and on Linux.
Okay, now where is Joaquim's work? Do you know what?
Yeah, it's Srinivas Digital Life Portal.
So what's the? Do you have the URL? Could you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Okay. That's in the chat now. Now what do we do? What are we doing here? Making the poll?
All right, I'm trying to find the chat now. Let's see. More. Okay, here's chat. I found it. I got it. Okay, got it. Screenius. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to download both of them. Okay.
You have a polls window in front here. Or is that me?
I don't know.
That's me. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm going to do a git clone and paste that one. Okay. And then, let's see, is he calling it the same thing? Okay, so Screenius. So I'm going to make directories. I'm going to clone his. Okay. Okay. So.
So you have.
Okay, I'm just getting organized. Okay, got both. Okay.
Okay, so you just clone both versions.
Right. Okay. Okay, so now git status. Okay. So now let's try this git branch. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to make a branch. Let's see, so that I can copy his code in and compare it.
Um,
Let's see. On branch master. Used to using like a more graphic interface. Let me see something if I have Visual Studio Code.
Checkout dash B or something.
Yeah, something like that. I have to check out a branch. Okay, so that's creating it.
Says it already exists. Okay.
Checkout screens.
There you go.
Yeah, now I'm on the branch. Okay, so that's everything. And okay, here I am. So let's see, ls dot. Okay. So I could copy. Okay, so
You want to copy it to the current directory?
yeah.
You can use up arrow to go back up to previous.
I tried it. Okay. Now let's git status. Okay, so there are untracked files. But let me just see what happened here. Did I do it? Yeah, I think I had to be in the Dig Life portal directory. Yeah, that's where I should have done it. Okay, so I have to figure out what I'm doing here. Let me wipe it clean. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I copied it. I did like portal. Nice. Okay, now I'm going to clone it again. That's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to create the branch again. Okay, now let's see, copy and minus R. Exactly what that does. Okay, so
It's going to put it in the Dig Life portal directory no matter what you do, huh? You got to
okay, well, I could,
copy it from the directory to the directory above.
yeah.
So if you just remove the
Yep, I could remove it and copy it. Yeah. Okay.
or just
Okay, now I copy his. Well, see, I lost the Git. See, I need the Git directory. So let's see. I'm going to check it out.
well, you're in the checkout directory now, right? You didn't delete it. Oh.
Yeah, see, it needs a .git, which has the Git history, so I have to check it out again. Okay.
Right, but you need to check it out from the directory above, right?
Not a Git repository. Where am I? I'm in Gym. Git
You want to
Gym.
clone it?
Yeah, okay, so in Gym, I want to clone it here. Oh, it's Git clone, yeah.
Hey, it's okay if I plug these in while the computer's on, right?
Okay. Okay, so you're saying I have to copy his from this directory over the Dig Life portal, right? I think that's what you're saying. So like if I do and ls /screenius. Okay.
So
What do you think?
yeah,
/screenius. So dot. I love your dog. Is that a Dalmatian?
he's a pit mix. We don't know what he is.
Oh, that's
Maybe
wonderful. I love
Dalmatian.
pickles.
Might be a Dalmatian mix. That's a.
Yeah, you never know. Okay, I think we're good now. So now, okay. Okay, so in here. Okay. The problem is that
status. It should tell us all the stuff he modified.
well, the problem is it copied his .git because now if I do git status, okay, so it's showing untracked files, but I think I have to do this one more time to without copying his dot. Okay, let's see.
I see.
So
in a sense, you really didn't want to check his out. I mean, you wanted to.
Okay, what I want to do is overwrite all the files except for that .git directory. Now, I'm not sure if it copied the .git directory or not from his, because this may be true, there's untracked, but you think there's a lot more. Okay. Do it one more time.
Well, that's interesting. That link, MJS to JS.
Yeah, index.js. Let's look at his. Index.mjs.
It has extra files.
Yeah. Okay, let me play with it a little later today, and I'll see if I have some tools that can help me do the compare. It's like I have Visual Studio on another machine, so once I have the set of files, I could compare them myself, and I'll let you know what I do, okay?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let me log out
Want
of
to make the
this.
recording, that would be fine too.
Yeah, I'm at a workshop today, so maybe later tonight I'll take another look, okay?
All right. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya.